With the 8th pick in the 2023 CFL Draft, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers select Anthony Bennett, defensive lineman, University of Regina. BC, you're on the clock.
Well, they did, in fact, go defensive line. Anthony Bennett comes from a football family. His brother Andrew was a University of Regina receiver. He's got 3 family members, including his father, Charles, who played in the NFL. Charles spent time with the Bears, Cowboys, and the Dolphins. Now, he's a natural pass rusher. He's a little bit like Dwayne. He's also 26 years of age. So I know for some teams that might scare them off because maybe he's closer to his ceiling than they would have liked. Obviously, didn't scare Winnipeg.
Yeah, I think when you look at Anthony Bennett's age, I think selecting him this high kind of speaks to one of my pet peeves, quite frankly, which is the free agent system in the Canadian Football League, right? You're drafting guys and developing them for them to potentially go somewhere else as unrestricted free agents at the end of their first contract. So a lot of times, why worry about guys that we're drafting to develop? How about a guy who can help right now? He plays the position you suggested, Jim, as a guy coming off the edge. Very different body type than the guys that Winnipeg has in that position right now. But a guy who also offers some versatility based on the things he did during his time at Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, at FAU, I mean, playing 5 years. He was at 255 when he was down there, down to 230 now, playing off the edge for the Regina Rams for 2 seasons. A lot of people make a lot of comments about how old Stetson Bennett was, the Georgia quarterback coming out. This Bennett's a year older than Stetson Bennett. Like, that's how old. He's been playing 7 years of university football, right? So you've got a player who might be a little bit set in his ways, but as he said in an interview I read, I've got a nice little resume. You know, I've been around, I've seen some stuff, I've done some things, but the body type difference between him and what they have in Winnipeg, I find this to just be an intriguing fit because I thought he would come in, and yes, he's an edge guy, coach, but maybe outside linebacker and special teams more than anything else.
Well, again, he weighed in at 229.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to play him on the edge. Having age going to Winnipeg is actually a good match because that maturity is going to fit into that locker room and that culture, and he's going to do it the Winnipeg way. And if that means you play 4 teams, he'll play 4 teams. I was very impressed with him in the interview process in terms of his maturity and his class. I was just worried because I thought he was too small to play down in and down out. Yeah. That's what you want is somebody who can do that. But he will be a great situational guy. So who are you going to take out, Jefferson or Jeffcoat to rush a passer?
Yeah, I mean, he is in the 14th percentile when it comes to size, like height and weight combined. That is, as you're saying, the polar opposite of what you have at defensive end with that team. So to have him go there, it's not a question of his productivity when he was in Regina. It's just, it's a really interesting pick to see how he'll actually fit into that roster. Because I agree with you, the culture's there, but what is it going to be on the field? How will they use him?
Yeah, and it certainly looks by his size and skill set that he would be a natural special teamer.